have taken to give the Amorim 2-1 win for Manchester United in this Europa League. Somewhere in the other fixtures in the Europa League, Spurs won their game away at Germany. You know, Alonso was complaining yesterday that it's hard for English team to go away and win, but Spurs won that game, even though that Hoffenheim actually put a good account from themselves. They would at least if you saw that game, they would have ended at least with a point in that game, but unlucky for them, Son scored 2 and they won that game. Good morning, guys. Welcome to Vote Sports on Vote 104.3 FM. My name is Godwin and I'm here with the guys, the A-team, to talk about Europa League and transfer news. Today we're going to talk a whole lot about transfers. Remember, City are buying players. Chelsea are trying to sell. Manchester United, nothing for them for now. Nobody is moving or coming in for now. We're going to talk about that on the show. Good morning, Nonso. How are you?
I'm good. Good morning. Welcome to the show. Interesting game. Wonderful game to see both Tottenham Hotspur. I was actually impressed by the performance of the defense line. At least they no sleep this time, and they no sleep on top bicycle. But welcome to the show, guys.
Good morning, John. How are you?
Good morning, football maniacs. As Garnacho played his final game for Manchester United ahead of a move out of the club, we shall soon find out.
Okay, yes, Garnacho is on the news for Chelsea. Chelsea are looking to buy him. Napoli is looking to buy him. I don't know what they see in that guy, but probably anything they are seeing, I didn't savvy. But Garnacho is on the news. We are going to talk about that on the show too. Well, okay, remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Volt FM Sports. You can go there, drop your comments, and subscribe to our channel. We have amazing content for you there. In case you're not around Enugu and probably are outside Enugu and you want to listen to us, listen to this fun in the studios, go to our YouTube, subscribe to our channel at Volt FM Sports. You can watch us anywhere around the world. Okay, guys, let's dive into the Europa League. I'll give you some of the results. First, for Manchester United, they won that game against Rangers, not Rangers of Enugu, but Rangers of Scotland. They won that game 2-1 in that game. Lazio 3, Real Sociedad 1. Fenerbahce and Lyon played a 0-0 draw. Remember, on Tuesday, Gala, I don't know how they even play this. They normally Gala plays on Tuesday, on Wednesdays when they are playing Europa League. I don't know why they do that.
I think some teams, especially the Turkish calendar, have to play on Wednesdays.
Yes, I know.
Because Besiktas played on Wednesday and they won their first game. So
yeah, Gala, that's why I played 3-3. Osimhen scored in that game on Tuesday. Then yesterday, Besiktas won against Atletico Club. I think they have a new coach now.
OGS, only on the wheel. Only on the wheel. Let's not go. Yeah, I don't want to sing that song right now.
What is first game for Besiktas in that game?
And I think it's their first win in the Europa League.
So good game for him. Somewhere in AZ Alkmaar in Holland. In Holland, they won against Roma 1-0. Hoffenheim 2, Spurs 3. Porto losing against Olympiacos at home 1-0. Fenerbahce and Lyon played at a 0-0 draw. That's what I'm trying to understand. For example, Gala played on Tuesday, Besiktas played on Wednesday, and Fenerbahce played on Thursday.
It's the calendar in the Turkish league.
What kind of calendar is that? Okay, so many results in the Europa League. Let's dive into Frankfurt winning against Ferencváros 2-0. RFS 1, Ajax 0. I don't even know that name, but that name won against Ajax 1-0. Then Rangers International. Manchester United win against Rangers of Scotland 2-1. Okay, let's start with that one. Manchester United winning that game.
Did you talk about Lazio winning against
I talked about Lazio winning. They're top of the league of the champion. Lazio winning 3-1 in that game. Okay, let's talk about Manchester United. United winning 2-1 in that game. If you look at that game, I saw that game. Man, you actually played well. Truthfully, they played well, but even though I won't say Rangers is a big team like that. But
come on now.
How many times have
they played? Please, let's not go there.
See,
so we always argue on the side of history, ancient history that is no longer relevant in today's
If you take away history, there will be nothing to talk about. If you take away history, there will be nothing
to talk about if you've not done anything. No doubt.
I was looking at a record of the most decorated teams in the world. Forget top 5. European teams only for top 5. Real Madrid even did for top 7, now number 6 they did. Back at there around that kind of number 9 or number so. But if you look at top 10, you see Rangers and Celtic there. So you can't tell me it's just Rangers.
No, so
These guys are big boys. Anytime,
Not-
any
They are
day.
big
Nottingham
boys
Forest have
in the
won Champions
20s,
League.
in the
Notting-
30s,
wait,
not
Nottingham
now.
Forest
Uh-huh.
in England has won
Champions
Champions League.
League.
Arsenal has not won Champions
Uh,
League. Who is the bigger club?
The big club as at now. As at now. No, see, the big club as
No,
at now.
the fact you have to stress all these things rather than a
As
simple
at
yes or
now
no tells us
is
all
Arsenal.
we need to know.
The big club as at
It
now
tells
is
us all we
Arsenal.
need to know.
But you can't take away the
You
credit.
don't need to say any other thing.
You can't take away the credit
Don't
for
need to
Nottingham
say
Forest
that.
being champions of Europe.
Okay.
With credit, Baba, who is the bigger club? That's what was said.
Currently,
Who is the
currently,
bigger
Arsenal
club?
is the current.
That's what
See,
was said. Simple.
currently, Arsenal
Forget
is the bigger
about take
club.
credit. Nobody
I'm
take
not telling you,
anybody
see,
credit. Who is the bigger
we're not
club? Simple.
we're not comparing Rangers to
I
Man
get them
United.
before, no be property.
We're not comparing Rangers to Man United. That's not the comparison. But you not say it's not just Rangers. And I know how they talk. It's just Noah.
Okay, no problem. In that game,
Yeah.
So you mean that Manchester United should have struggled yesterday? Is that what you mean?
Definitely, it's
Struggle for what?
It's
Pano?
Rangers.
Who did there when they play?
The guy
Who did
the
there?
guy Cyril Dresser. You know who he be?
but if you look at that game generally, Man U scored first in that game. Good goal for them. But even though Fernandes scored in the final minute to give it to, and they missed a couple of chances in that game, even though Rangers missed a couple of them too. But generally, what do you make of that game? I think they should use Europa League to be building their confidence. Because it seems that they play well in the Europa League than they play in the Premier League.
Let's not talk about whether Premier League versus Europa League. I want to talk about the biggest distinguishing factor in Manchester United's performance yesterday. A certain name that was not in the starting line in the number one position for the team.
Manana.
Yes. Big change, man. Big change, man. By in there doing his job right where he should be. As against Onana in the back, fumbling for the team. Like, this is a game where I said yes. Every other, look at the defense. The defense is the same way it was the last game. Everybody in the rightful position. The back four, the same, or back five, whatever, the same way they should be. The difference in that pairing now is that Bruno Fernandes was dropped into the position that a normal Ugarte Menu would be. And then Koila came on to partner him in that position. And guess what? Garnacho was brought into one of the 10s and Ericsson as well into the 10. I'm not going to say anything about Ericsson, not wanting to be disrespectful. But then you have Zewski up front leading the line. Baba, we'll still come back to this question later on in this show, which is what's happening to Manchester United leading line? What's happening up there?
Their strikers are not performing. I
Yes,
don't understand why
because
strikers
this
will not
game
perform.
could have gone anyway. If you remove the gift at the beginning of the match, it could have gone anyway. It could have well been a draw.
No be gift. Ericsson tried to score and go. Goalkeeper. Cause say no, your name no go there. Now my name go there. The same way Sri Lanka was giving, he was scoring.
Actually scored that, and he wanted to punch the ball. For
The same time talk now. The same way Sri Lanka was supposed to score on the other side, but instead he scored on this side, and his name was written with OG at the end. Now the same way as an OG now, even if na Ongo you mean, I don't understand. I don't know that OG now person they score Ongo, then they give that name. But the same way it is for Butland, I'm letting me name. He couldn't help himself. Ericsson cannot score us. It's not possible. This man is too old to have his name on the score sheet. And he said, instead, let me put my name there. My players will replace me. And Cyril Dresser, our brother, went on to do a good job. You know, we talk about Man United attack, defense, all of that. You know, beginning of this season, when I talk, everybody say it's a lie, this, that. I will still come back to that fact. Strikers from Serie A, no, they work for Premier League.
And they have to.
Man United now have two. I can go back to history and give you their numbers. Strikers for Serie A, no, they work for Premier League. Direct sale. If you go another place, like maybe from Serie A, you can't go La Liga, can't come Premier League. Or you can't do like 5 years of Premier League before your numbers go show up. Strikers for Serie A will say, I beg the differ. But he will call Balotelli now. You now look at Balotelli's numbers as opposed to his numbers.
Balotelli in his starting season gave a lot of goals.
Compared to his
Lots
season,
of goals,
compared to his time, compared to his time at Italy. You look at what's the Chelsea legends, the Zola and the rest. I forgotten the other one's name. He's a
Shevchenko.
not even Shevchenko. The guy that was playing attacking midfielder, I think 1999 Ballon d'Or nominee. He came to Chelsea in 1994 Ballon d'Or nominee. He came to Chelsea after that Ballon d'Or nomination. And instead of playing as a striker, he came to play as a build-up player, as a defensive midfielder. Because he know.
I'll give you another name, Di Canio.
What is his numbers Barry Pasu is time. Strikers from that's my see.
I give you
Until-
Balotelli. I gave you the Canyon. You can't answer any of these two.
I've told
But
you-
you're not talking
now,
about bang
according-
average
According
players.
to you, I said Ballon d'Or nominee. You say bang average. It's not bang average. Ballon d'Or nominee for AC Milan in 1994.
Balotelli, how far Balotelli own? How
Check.
far Balotelli
You know, we're talking about this about Kylian Mbappe yesterday about the numbers pari passu. Check the numbers pari passu, then you know if
Bro,
that
what's
debate
the average number of Italian strikers coming into the Premier League that have underperformed? Balotelli, by a shadow of doubt, is the best so far.
for you is the best.
No, now look at the numbers.
Lucas
Look at
Kabaka
the
is the
numbers.
best also.
Lucas Kabaka
He's also the best.
Kabaka
He had-
waste 5. How many
He had 15 goals a season. He had more than 15 goals a season. But I'm just saying, for this factor, Man United have two Serie A strikers in their mix. It wouldn't work. It no go work. It didn't do. They should look for somebody else.
Okay.
At this point, I just feel like, okay, fine, good result for them.
If you look at the statistics in that game, Man U had more possession. They passed the ball around 68% position against Rangers 32. Had 601 passes in total against Rangers 291. I think they played with had 16 shots, six on target and scored 2. I think generally, if they start building with this momentum in the Europa League, somehow, even though sometimes they draw, they win, but they seem they play more well in the Europa League. And if you look at the formation, Ahmad started at a wing back, later converted at, I think Ahmad is going to be his partner. He gave a good account of himself, but at the end of the day, everything ended for them to win 2 goals to 1. But the talking point in this game is Garnacho. Garnacho is a subject in the media for now. Is subject for a transfer away from Manchester United. He started and finished this game. So we're going to talk about those transfer later on the show. But him starting, does it mean that the coach trusts him to stay at Manchester United?
If he didn't start, who will play? Because you have a Toby Koila coming in, you have to rest players. There's a big game in the weekend. You have to rest players.
Fulham is a big game.
Now Premier League go.
Fulham is a
Fulham
big
is not a big game. Look at their result against Arsenal. Look at their result against Chelsea. Look at their result against Man City. And you're telling me it's not a big game.
Okay. I like the fact
Every game in the Premier League is a big game.
I disagree, man. I disagree with you.
Every game in the Premier League is a big game.
I disagree with you.
Because it was not a big game. Arsenal, what happened? It's not a big game. Arsenal dropped points.
I disagree.
Liverpool almost dropped points. It's not a big game. Chelsea dropped points. It's not a big game. No, let's look at their games against.
It's not a big game, bro. It's not.
I agree.
Straight up.
I agree. It's not a big game.
But for Manchester United, John, now is a big game for
I
them.
disagree with you. I disagree with you.
Look at it though. Arsenal drop points.
I disagree.
Chelsea drop points. Liverpool almost drop points. Tottenham drop points.
I disagree with you.
West Ham drop points.
Stop selling Manchester United short of their true valuation.
See,
they held Liverpool to a draw.
For now.
They beat Arsenal. What are we saying here?
For now.
For now what? No.
Fulham
No.
Fulham.
Why are you calling them small boys in the Premier League? These are legends. Go back to history. These are big boys. How can you tell me that they'll struggle against Fulham?
Now watch. No, now watch. Now watch. But I'm just saying they have a big game in the weekend. Yeah. And these guys have to play. I've been talking about Toby Koila. He should start. And look at him put up the performance yesterday. It was the legs Man United needed in midfield. Though you needed Eriksen to create, at least you needed those creative effects from Eriksen and Bruno Fernandes, which was there. But you need somebody to cover those lapses. I think Kobe Meno is not running enough. Okay. Because the only thing Kobe Meno lacks in that team now is space. Ball control, ball carrier and everything, build up play, he has everything, but the pace that he lacks, he has to look for some way to make up for it.
Let me ask again. Do you think that this 3-5-2-1 will work at Manchester United? It didn't like say no go work.
I don't
look at this formation. Look at like it's not going to work.
Godwin, he go work. Because he don't work before. When nobody don't play position. May I tell you now, LVG.
How many weeks LVG did that job?
He did 2 seasons now.
They just won only one.
What was his stats?
With his formation.
That's the thing.
The only person that has succeeded with that formation is Conte.
Yes.
And that won the league after that Chelsea game after the 3 games formation and won that league.
See now, Conte do am. They look at the summer before as Conte do am. You get LVG converted the players he had.
Then they sacked him and they reverted.
They sacked him and reverted back to a 4-4-2.
The thing is, before you could bring in a coach, you want to build on this. You bring in players for him. They didn't give him the players he needed. Now Ashley Young, they play wing back. Ashley Young and Valencia. Now he play full backs for him. A wing back.
Okay, let's see what happens with Manchester United. For me, I think this formation is going to take him a whole more time for him to work, because if you play that formation, you have to have good technical players. Look at when Chelsea won that league with that Conte won that league. You look at everybody on that pitch was technically good. They were, all of their techniques were good. So I don't know if all these players they have at Manchester United will work. But
it will work.
But let's see. I'm watching
Bruno Fernandes.
I'm watching what they are going to bring, the player they are going to bring in summer. The kind of player he's going to bring will determine, the kind of thing we want to see at Manchester United. But for this game against Rangers International, I don't know why I keep calling Rangers International. Why am I calling Rangers International? Why am I calling Rangers?
When you are big, you are big. I beg.
Rangers is big.
Rangers is big, so it go enter your. When you are big, I beg. Nothing you want to tell us.
And Rangers is starting their league game tomorrow, so we'll talk about that tomorrow.
Okay. One thing I can bet you is that in the next 4 or 5 years, we'll still be talking about these 3 or 5 at the back for Manchester United. We are still not going to have the right people to play in those positions. And it's still going to be an issue for United fans going forward.
The whole thing about this thing, if you are going to stick with Amorim with this formation, you need to give him at least 3 or 4 years, because imagine buying all the players, wing backs, and suddenly you sack him and next coach is saying that he wants only full back.
Manchester United have locked themselves in an infinity loop of Groundhog Day, which is repeating the same mistake in perpetuity, which means that you waste money season in, season out, manager in, manager out, and you're still circling the same mountain. Even God said, no, you've circled this mountain too much, go northward. They won't circle this mountain to infinity.
Okay, let's go out from Manchester United. They won that game against Rangers of Scotland, not Rangers of Enugu. Rangers of Scotland, 2 goals to 1. Good game. Fernandes scoring that final goal. A good cross from
Lisandro
Martinez to him, and he just tapped in that ball in between the goalkeeper's leg and to make it 2-1 in the 93rd minute. For them to win that game. Okay, let's go over to the YouTube channel. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports, and Emmanuel Leo. Good morning, guys. Say, Father Lord in heaven, please let Onana remain on the bench forever.
I saw what you did there.
Because wow, what a player. If you don't work on your pace, you go soon jump
bed.
That's why I like that
pace. You're good with
Toby actually runs like I like the way he plays.
When I talk about beginning of season, get what John talk, say you cannot play academic graduates, all the academic graduates like this. But
so okay.
Yes. Why you take words out of proportion?
So saying whether 3-5-2, 4-5-1, no matter the formation, waiting they do Man United big pass. Okay, waiting they do Manchester United big pass formation. Now our problem is even worse because Ineos are the stingiest owner in the league.
Yes.
All they want is who they will cut their salaries. Ineos won't back Ruben Amorim, and I don't pity him already. Thank God say Man United win yesterday. If not, Ineos but another TV tomorrow. Okay, I don't know what that means, but it said thank God they won tomorrow. Okay, that's off our YouTube for now. Okay, let's go on to the next game. Spurs winning against in Germany. Yesterday, and also was saying that it's very hard. It's tough for you to go to Germany, and he started giving us West Ham went there and lost.
No, I'm 3-goal score from this guy. What's his name? At the 3rd minute, Madison opening the record. Yes.
So good game for them. They won that game 3 goals to
good performance
in Germany.
However, they let in a late one in the 88th minute as they normally do. They would have bottled it, but fantastic performance.
They almost bottled it.
Yeah, but you can't write them up and say that I said it here. Say Spurs no go fit win for Germany. Say wetin happen. I gave you another case study yesterday. I said that Chelsea won Munich. In the finals. Where was it?
In the finals.
That's what I'm saying. Is it not fit?
If you want to look at it like that, West Ham won against Leverkusen. Where was it? They won one leg against
Leverkusen. I just say
London teams, they grind out results. If they win, by mistake.
But this one wasn't by a mistake or by
score line 3-2. Wait, it wasn't a goal margin. It wasn't like we beat them 5-1 or beat them. Now Hoffenheim they for table for Bundesliga.
Wow.
Let's see. Where is Hoffenheim in the Bundesliga? If they are even talking about,
you didn't see this one when you were making your case.
No, I'm just telling you. If they say, okay, let's call the German Big Four. You're not gonna even think Selfie and there for German Big Four.
Okay, that game. Let's stay on that game.
So
Let's see.
it's the game. So we are saying this game now. We went on. I said this before the game that London team struggle in Germany. And if you went as they go into this game, look at the performance from Hoffenheim. If you actually watch that game, you're going to say yes. Say the goals with Tottenham score, I just one or two mistakes here and there.
Where was the struggle when they were dominating 3-0? Where was the struggle?
It was 3-1 at some point.
Where was the struggle?
Counter attack.
Where was the struggle?
This people actually playing them, but we're not playing.
I don't see struggle. Where was the struggle, man? Where was the struggle? Dominating from the 3rd minute, second goal in the 22nd minute. What are we talking about here, man? What are we talking about?
Okay, no, so Angie is trying to win trophies in his second season in this league or with Spurs, but he said that he's going to win this second trophy in second season. So I think that Europa League is going to be
Carabao Cup still there.
I know, but Europa League is going to be the if he wins the Europa League, do you know what it means?
Win Carabao Cup.
Yes.
It's a good competition
It's a competition for him. In pedigree go up.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Let us say pedigree not the up before.
You know they where
they pedigree they when he misbehave for Premier League.
Scottish champion.
Okay. So they won that game 3 goals to some, scoring 2 goals in that game. Okay, let's read one more comment on our YouTube channel. And an athletics will be say, Mr. John, Fulham, Bournemouth, and Nottingham Forest are big teams this season, whether you believe it or not.
Whether you agree or believe.
I like how we keep giving Manchester United passes to underperform and underwhelm their fans. It's nice.
Let's continue with the Europa League. Lazio stay first in this league. They won that game 3 goals to 1 against Real Sociedad.
Yeah, good game for them. Like for me, I saw that game. I said yes. What I did not like, however, was the way they conceded and the way they let Lazio run them riots. I didn't like that. So Sociedad should have been a bit more compact and a bit more forward thinking. If you're going to go and hit them on the break and conserve, then you should be able to do that for the whole 90 minutes and not lose your focus in the game.
So what do you make of that game?
Good game. I'm not even listening to talk, but good game for them. Our boys coming in, Daily Bashir coming in. I was expecting them to start. I was expecting them to start. Then this our guy, the Arsenal reject.
Yeah, got busy.
Oh boy, that guy na sight for sore. I think you can for English. Sight for sore eyes. That guy is just so wonderful to watch, man. I don't know why Arsenal say he's not the quality of player they need in midfield. That guy na flare. If you watch that boy, you could see beautiful football remade.
Okay, let's pick up some of the other games that happened in Europa League. Remember, Lazio stay first in that league. Fenerbahce played. Fenerbahce, Jose Mourinho's team played a 0-0 draw with Lyon. But let's talk about the Osimhen. Osimhen played on Tuesday, but that game ended 3-3 in that. Osimhen scored 1 in that game. Good game for them. Osimhen scored in the 53rd minute. It was a penalty, but they collapsed and they considered it was 3-1 at some point, but Dynamo Kiev came back to score 2 to make it 3-3 in that game. They drew that game. But if you look at the statistics, Gala had 24 shots in that game, had for almost 50% possession. I think that Galatasaray, they like shooting anyhow. They were not shooting anyhow, but good for them. At least Osimhen scored in this game.
When you have 2 dominant strikers, I think the other is his teammate from Napoli is with him there. So when you have 2 dominant strikers, you just want to give them the pass. Anything they like when they do with them, just give them the pass. I'm Dres Martins waiting in him, the short guy. Anywhere, anything, and anywhere but left face. So you have other incredible players from the flanks as well that could also cross in the ball. So crossing the ball doesn't really count because the only top player in the box 18 among 4 defenders is Victor. So I feel like the supply is too much, but his positioning in the team is everybody is on him. So you can't give him supply when 4 defenders or 3 defenders are on him. You just have to find a way around those 3 defenders to give him that pass. And I think his positional awareness is okay because for him to get that penalty was not even that guy is supposed to give him a red card. They're supposed to call and give him a red card because he got the penalty out of the intention of let me beat his defender, and he went for it and he got the ball. And the defender just fouled him, and it was just like okay, penalty, nothing much. It should have been a red card offense.
Okay, John, I think Osimhen is doing. Do you think Osimhen should leave Gala? It should finish this season before he looks for a transfer, probably in the summer.
I think if the right offer comes, man, you cut your losses and you move on.
If that means you have to go back to Napoli.
If the right offer comes, like for example, if the right offer comes before the close of this window, maybe an Arsenal, we are hearing they are doing things here and there, maybe somebody else.
Arsenal, they find your guy, you Benjamin.
Yeah.
So I'm like, look, it happened to what's it called now? The guy that Ten Hag wrote in, Vegas. Is it Wales and White? He happened to out at some point. He was on loan. I think it was Besiktas from Burnley to Besiktas, and they had to call his loan and say, "Okay, bros, Man United need you on another loan." Baba left Turkey, went to Man United to play for loan. You get so if rather than a loan, in a bigger club, bigger team, bigger reputation, call you, bro, go. If it's the Champions League football you want to play, go to any team that plays in the Champions League currently.
Okay, it's going to, let's see what Osimhen is going to say. But like for me, I think it's going to finish this league with in some then probably in the summer he looks probably for a big club to play. But I don't think he wants to go to Saudi. They go Saudi, go check. But it's not me.
That time they reach.
He's still 25 years or so he has a whole lot for him to achieve with his career. Please play in the Champions League and try to win it before you move. Because I know that you end with Saudi. There's no way a Nigerian guy like that will not end with Saudi.
If Sadio Mane would end in Saudi, who are you?
You must. Okay, finally, let's talk about Besiktas because our guy went there. Nonso's guy is there now. Ole is their new coach. First match in the Europa League. Atletico club. Good result for him.
I felt it was him Leicester City were going to call. Though. Fit Leicester City well. Sit deep. Don't struggle. Get the ball. Just find Vardy up front. He will run. He will score. You come back and say no. They want to again take with a flow of what's it called, and they are losing matches here and there. And I'm not going to force the manager.
This is the man that's been raving about RVN.
I'm not going to force. Like I said, I'm not going to.
RVN is the one.
I'm not going to. I said I'm not going to force the manager. You get different team, different style, and to implement your style, you just have to be there or thereabout. But for Lagos Social going into Germany, I'm going into Turkey for the first time since he left Man United. I think that's 3 years ago. Getting this job now tells a lot that he has been patiently waiting. He's gone for more courses. He's done more of himself. He's done more review for himself, and he's going to be good doing better. You get first game, first result, first win is a good game for him.
Honeymoon just starts,
Not about honeymoon. Not about honeymoon.
Honeymoon just started. Result, yes. Even Leicester City wins where you get them.
Moyes
and
don't
then
get
reality check.
Moyes no get honeymoon, because his first match, Graham Potter Moyes, their first matches were against Aston Villa and they lost it both.
Okay, let's see who is going to win this Europa League. If you look at the table in that Europa League, other results happen in Europa League, but if you look at the table in this Europa League, Lazio stay first in this table. On this table, if you look at the Lazio after 7 games with 19 points, Frankfurt with 16 points, Atletico Club with 16 points, Manchester United have moved to 4th with 15 points, so they are going to finish on with that top 8. For 5th is Lyon with 14 points. 6th is Tottenham Hotspur with 14 points. Anderlecht with 14 points. The RCSB with 14 points. That's the top 8. Then somewhere below them is Gala. So let's hope that all that competition. But let's see what happens in that particular game, the particular league. Okay, let's move on to transfers. Transfers is happening everywhere in Europe. So we are going to talk about transfer news everywhere. If you look at the major news is Garnacho. Garnacho is trending even on social media. It is trending everywhere because Napoli made contact, Borussia Dortmund made contact, then Chelsea are making contact to sign him. So do you think he should leave Manchester United?
Nobody is untouchable in Manchester United. Manchester United have set that trend by coming out to say, hey, we are in breach of PSI if we don't do business between now and the summer. And so who are the biggest assets who can give us pure profits? You look at the likes of Garnacho, who came in through the youth process. You also look at Kobe Mainoo too. You are looking at $100 million pure profit, and that could go into the bottom line and ensure they escape the PSI breach. And why not? If not, so I think both of them are up for it. I think Garnacho would prefer to stay in England rather than go over to Italy. Let's see how it plays out. But we are already hearing news that Napoli are also looking at a certain Karim Adeyemi from Borussia Dortmund. So let's see how it goes.
He go nowhere.
Starting yesterday was just.
Speak all your English. He go nowhere. Garnacho stays at Manchester. He go nowhere.
Football is crazy. Don't know who is going
to. This is football.
Until we hear say they bid, because we heard rumors about a week ago that there was a 60 million bid on the table, and the board came to debunk it like nothing like that, no bid on the table. And this is it's clear cut, it goes nowhere.
The funny part about this news is that the conversation on the valuation is ongoing. It's a matter of when valuation is met, are you going to go to Napoli or Chelsea?
So
Simple.
for
Manchester
your
United
mind,
would rather he goes overseas than stays
for
in the Premier League.
for your
Yes.
clear cut mind, now Napoli go cough out 75 million for Garnacho.
They are not coughing out 75 million. The conversation is for 55 or 50. Manchester United are holding out for 60. And Napoli are looking at Karim Adeyemi for 44 million as against a Garnacho. The difference here is that Conte fancies a Garnacho. Simple.
But if you look at this Garnacho, he started yesterday, so I was surprised if he started yesterday. But the other transfer that's working there is Anthony. Anthony didn't play yesterday. For Garnacho, I don't know what he's going to decide, but he's going to decide if he's going to stay at Manchester United, because it depends on the conversation he has with the manager. Because normally he has to sit down with the manager and talk with the manager. What is the plan? What do you have for me? Should I move? But him moving to Chelsea, there's a whole lot of wingers at Chelsea. See Sancho.
Yes.
See Madueke.
We'll come
see
to
Neto.
that.
And this guy is on loan.
We are talking about a Chelsea. This is a Chelsea side we're talking about that don't really know what they want. They keep casing players they do not really need to fit into an already bloated squad. This is the same Chelsea that put a call across. Let's not forget that Manchester United and Chelsea have a very cordial, convivial relationship. Both of them have been talking. We saw the move for Mount over to United. We saw the move for Sancho over to Chelsea. That conversation line is pretty going. The bottom line is, when push comes to shove and an offer is on the table, Manchester United 55 million for Garnacho, you have the PSR coming at the end of the season, 30th of June or May. The PSR is going to come good. Do you want to go through that, or do you want to let yourself out of the way? That's just it, though.
Let's see what Garnacho
Anyhow,
is
we
going
like talk, he go nowhere.
Well, let's see what Garnacho is going to decide, if he's going to stay or if he's going to move away from Old Trafford. But let's see what he's going to decide. For other news in Manchester United, no income, even though they are trying to buy one left back from Lecce in Italy, but the bid have not really scored at all. That means he did not play. I think he put up a picture on Instagram that's saying that like, good luck, boys, but he was actually
he trained with the team,
but
yes.
he didn't actually make the team
squad for the week. Yes.
Now Dortmund is actually looking to buy him. Stay in England again, or to move to Germany.
You know, when we talk about Rashford, there are currently 3 suitors looking for Rashford, and I think he favors the third one. The third option is a Barcelona move, and like we know this week,
I heard that news, but
yes.
I don't know. But I know their money.
Baka move
Well,
it's a loan, bro. It's a loan. It's not
a
going
loan,
to be an
yes.
out and out. It could be a loan with an option to buy in the summer.
How will they pay for that for summer?
If it doesn't work out, at least it's out of the environment. He's playing regular football, and then his stock value is rising. We are talking about the same thing. Manchester United want to get rid of Anthony. They've sent him out on loan to go get some game time, do some good performances, just like we saw them do with Greenwood when he went out of the club as well too. And later got his move over to Marseille. So it's the same formula repeating itself. The difference here, however, is we have Manchester United head of recruitment out in Italy. That move didn't manifest for Dogu, and so there's still a lot of time for business to go down. It's just Dortmund wants him, but he wants to go to Barcelona, and if the offer comes in, why not? If not,
and also, what do you think he should do? And I don't think he has any more right for him to fight at Manchester. It's just that Amorim doesn't want him. Or, as I keep saying on this show, sometimes if a coach walks in, for example, the board might tell him, I don't want this player, I don't want this player. Anything you need to do for you to get rid of this player,
get rid of him, yes.
Because that's happened with Chelsea, with Maresca. I know that the boss doesn't want a couple of players.
Yes.
They just let them go. And Maresca took it and did the same thing.
Another dimension is uncertainty of where you are going to play. You keep seeing these players play on this position, play on this position, play on this position. There's no certainty of where they are going to play. That's another angle. Am I going to stay here at Manchester United? In the case of Garnacho now, we are being moved around the pitch. I don't really understand my pattern, what's happening. Or can I go to Napoli, who are telling me that come see where you're going to play, see you're this, you're that. This is another angle to the conversation.
For me, I don't see Garnacho leaving. But for Rashford, the statement put out is reached its peak. Now the only thing is the statement that's the only thing that comes to mind when I read when I remember Rashford's statement. I've reached my peak. I'm looking for who will help me
That's
out
so
of it.
pessimistic.
Again,
That's
and
pessimistic
if
for
you look
anybody
at
to see.
and if you look at Barcelona's side now, they have a Rafinha who nobody actually believed was going to excel at La Liga. So this is a result of nobody expects these people to perform, but they are putting up the numbers. They are putting up the numbers good. And at Barcelona right now, there is no currently aside Ansu Fati, naturally no left wing forward. At Barcelona right now, there is no left wing forward in Barcelona.
Is it Rafinha that is playing there?
Rafinha is playing there as makeshift.
Torres can play there too.
Torres can
Rafinha
play.
is like, when you say there's no
See,
natural,
I say-
bro, this is football.
Aside Ansu
We've
Fati.
seen players who play left and right, and they are playing in. Baba, the thing is working. What are we bringing Rashford over to come and do, man? What's Rashford going there to go and add? To go and add Gen Z to that team, to go and douse the spirit of the Barcelona players, to go there and come and start being another one superstar. No, it doesn't make sense.
We are talking about this like this now. What if Rafinha picks up an injury tomorrow? Who plays? Ansu Fati.
Fati will come back and play.
Ansu Fati will come back and play.
The blessed number 10 plays.
He has number 10.
What are you saying?
Ansu Fati, the Messi replacement. The Odogunawaya that has been sitting on the seatbelt with
This is where you talk about a manager's preference. Manager prefers to play this guy rather than start Fati. It's not his fault.
And like I said, if Rashford was on that team for a couple of games now, Yamal has not been available. You get the games Yamal was not available. This guy was forced to play most of the front line, with Torres coming in to miss incredible chances. Now, if Torres is coming in to miss incredible chances, and you have a Rashford in that team, you're definitely sure that those chances will at least come good for them.
Is Rashford coming in as a backup or as the main man?
He's not coming in as a main man.
Backup.
You cannot come in as the main man on loan.
Because look at what me.
Because that's the deal. The deal on the table. The deal on the table is come on loan. Then let's see how it goes from there. With no option to buy. Then if it go well, we can maybe in the summer submit like 25 million. We go think whether we submit 25 million. Now the offer the table will be that for Barcelona. That's why they are telling you the only option that's why whenever I look at David tweeting, or you look at anybody from Manchester tweeting, especially this guy that is admin Mark. Whenever Mark tweets, he's not talking about the move to Barcelona or the move to Dortmund. He's only focused on the AC Milan move because now they're the money day.
But then the AC Milan move is not on the table. They've already taken Kyle Walker. They can't take another person on loan from the Premier League.
They can they can take from loan from Premier League, but they can't take two players.
They've already taken
they can't take two players from one team.
Bro, go look at the regulation. You can only take one player from the Premier League on loan, and they've done that with an option to buy in the summer. So AC Milan is off the table. It's now just between Dortmund and Barcelona. So for me, even bringing him on as a backup, Baba, let's not mess up a good thing that's going fine. That's my take on the matter.
Okay, for Rashford, let's see what he's going to decide. Another player that is looking to leave Manchester United is Shaw. I don't know where Shaw. Probably sure that he's a good player, but injuries will not allow him to rest. He is a good player. Truthfully, he's a good player, but anytime he plays, you could see his potential. Not a potential, he's almost 30 years now, but you could see that he can play, but his body is fragile, he cannot play. So probably they are looking to shape him up because he is one of the highest earners at Manchester United. So for incomings for Manchester United, nobody is coming in for now. No, so I think Amon is trying to wait up till the summer to see. I need to be leasing players.
I think
that's a bad move.
There's a conversation between Man United and this what's it called? Fernandez of Bournemouth. You get Martins Fernandez.
Look at how this
there's a conversation.
Everybody is just putting up rumors so that
they will sell market. There's no conversation. Until United sell, they cannot even start a conversation. They have to sell.
And the problem about
the
problem with the loans of this they are offering in these loans is that, for example, Barcelona will not pay any money.
Yes, they are not paying the wage bill.
Any salary, so they want to take a player on loan, and Manchester United will pay the salary in full. They will not agree.
This is why I am still incumbent, or let me say dormant, on the fact that this guy has to go this January for them to have wiggle room to do any transaction in the summer, and for them to also look at options they can explore now.
Okay, let's talk about Chelsea. Before we talk about Chelsea, let's read our YouTube comment. Remember we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. And Athletics is saying, John, if you call Arsenal, who have not won the Champions League, a big team in Europe, based on their monetary performance. Okay, monetary performance. You will apply the same logic to Fulham based on recent performance. Okay, Emmanuel Leo is saying God will judge Napoli. These guys will sell at 85 million upward and still want to pay peanuts anyhow. I trust Dortmund make I hear say them go collect for 5 million for Adeyemi. Please, God, please let somebody come and take Rashford away from Manchester United. He say Ineos, okay, Emmanuel is also saying Ineos just define the cheapest ones. They not see Kek, I don't know who is Kekas or Muri. I don't know the names they are calling here, but I think he's mentioning players. I don't see them backing Ruben. They will go for the cheapest one and slowly turn. Okay, we will turn to West Ham International. Okay. Maybe. Okay, Icon Fashion World. Okay, Icon Fashion World, welcome to the show. I think this is first time I'm seeing your comments on our show. You say Fati is a Finnish player. Omo, now the vex. So your first comment and you are just
as in bam, this player.
Vengeance. That's your really name.
Okay, let's talk about Chelsea. Or before we talk about Chelsea, let's talk on few calls about these transfers. Number to call is 0915-570-8347, or you can call 0706-048-5853. Call us and tell us what you think about Manchester United transfers and even Chelsea transfers, or you can call us and tell us what you think about the games against Rangers, not Rangers International, Rangers of Scotland they played yesterday. Call us and tell us what you think about these things we are talking about. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, everybody in the studio. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Name and location, please.
Yes, I'm Navita is Guches na Stafford Bridge, aka One Dine there.
Okay, what is your contribution?
The fact is that what I want to ask you people, if you want to call on a number, take it easy and call it.
Okay, sorry. Okay, I'll take it easy.
Some people pick it.
Okay.
If Chelsea can go for Garnacho, I love it. That guy's a nice player. Yes, because I hear somebody say that Chelsea don't know what they want. We know what we want. Garnacho is a nice player. But the one that this Mourinho don't know how to use it. Mourinho don't know how to use it. If Chelsea can try to buy that guy, I'm telling you, you will see one that Chelsea. Because Chelsea, the formation we are playing will suit him.
Okay.
Where he go play?
Yeah?
Where he go play?
The time where you play match now. When you do not play like 60 minutes, you enter and show me what you can do on the field.
Okay.
You play back from that wing. Even if as I'm talking to you, you pass Jackson.
But no be striker now. No be striker.
This is our Michael Jackson. I don't know what he's doing there.
But Garnacho no be striker.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, the number, let me call it slowly now. The number is 0915-570-8347. Or you can call 0706-048-5853. I think when I call the
this
number,
is what I mean when they don't know what they want.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
That one concerning. Good morning.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
Pedro from Ogola.
All right, Pedro, what is your contribution?
Yes, please, Dr. Ahmed, when is Sancho loan expiring?
It's not loan.
1 year. 1 year. You go still pay the full money.
Let me tell you that.
You go pay the full money by force.
Kanate is a good player, but I don't think Jesse needs him now.
Okay.
Yes, that guy is a good player. Man cannot use him. That guy, if he goes to a club that the coach can use him well, you see the best of Garnacho.
Like Arsenal, I mean.
I don't know, but my own is that you should just leave. If you want to sign him, let them leave one striker, one winger to go, either Modric or to go, or Sancho should go, because that place is not a place that they used to lose players. Players are many there. So they should leave some players to go. And for Rashford should go to Barcelona. He will play more games there because Barcelona have young players there. And he will perform well that place. He should leave Man United. But I don't think that guy will leave because that guy is using Man United break. We want this transfer window to end so that even though he don't play much, he still collect his big salary.
But wait, Godwin,
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Very soon, Man United's money will finish for Rashford. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Godwin, I have a question. Man United fans, Mona Gada. I want to ask now one question. There's one guy, every transfer window, he go hide. No, there's one guy, one particular guy. Every transfer window, you just hide. You name na Victor from Sweden.
Lindelof.
Waiting they do am now. Why I don't want put am for market?
Well, if they bid for him, he will leave. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Mm.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
morning.
Name and location, please.
All right. This is Kingsley calling from Akwa Ibom.
Okay, Kinsley, what is your contribution?
All right. For me, I don't know. Chelsea, they don't know what they want.
Thank
Look at
you.
Chelsea fan cannot even himself is even confusing. He doesn't know what they want. They just want to sign. They just want everybody to be in Chelsea. That's not how the club is being run. Yeah, you want to sign Canacho. You people are just asking him small question. Where will this guy play? He said he will be coming in from 60 minutes. He will even bench
Jackson.
This guy, attacker.
Jackson.
But the person is not attacker. So why are you signing him when you
Thank
don't
you.
have option full ground? So aside from that, for Rashford, we don't need Rashford for Barcelona.
Mm.
How can Rashford be telling Barcelona that he's giving Barcelona 6 days? If Barca is not making final decision, that is going to choose another option, activate another option. That's an insult.
Now 6 days remain for transfer markets to close.
We don't want him. Make it stay there.
Bros, why ain't there 6 days? Because now 6 days remain for window to start to dey close.
All right.
Hey, who is Rashford to tell Barca what to do?
Thank you.
All right, thank you very
That's my
much.
contribution. Sir.
He's a chosen.
Is they choosing? Baka, who are you?
But I think it needs to be you know where he's going to. He cannot waste all his time and transfer window is closed and he's
Yeah,
stuck.
but whose fault
Then-
though?
then-
Whose
then-
fault though? Whose fault though?
Okay, let's take this call now. Yeah, hello, good morning. Hello, good
Hello,
morning.
good morning to you. Good morning to you all.
Good
Yeah, good morning.
Name and location, please.
Yes, my name is Chimosko.
Okay,
Welcome.
Chimosko. From where are you calling from, Chimosko?
Yes, Chimosko. I'm calling all the way from Ayazimbise, local government area of Imo State.
Okay, all right. What is your contribution?
Yes, my country. I want to talk about the Europa League last night.
All right, go ahead.
Yes, I'm not surprised that Porto lost against Olympiacos. I'm also surprised that Man U finally won Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I was expecting that that match is going to be a draw or Rangers will win Man U. Because they are flattered to receive. They win Rangers when they didn't expect. When you expect them to do something, they will not do anything. And they thought about this week crack against Chelsea and Manchester City.
Yes.
Yes, I'm not seeing Man City beating Chelsea time around. That match is going to end in a draw.
Okay. So
Even with
Also,
Mamush.
I have to give kudos to Caterpillar yesterday for beating a Yimba. And
okay.
I think it's
Yeah.
a very good side and a very good experienced coach.
Yeah.
But I was thinking that match is going to end a draw, but they won. And I'm very happy for them. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. We are even going to get to that because the game happened yesterday and the kind of
MPFL
yes,
this
weekend. So the first game, I think Rangers, anybody is trying to close up the gap because they have because of the
And,
continental issues.
and with the shocker, they dropped points.
Because of the continental issues, they were actually playing continental football, so they had about 2 games in hand for the Premier for the MPFL, so they are trying to cover before it starts. Okay, let's take this final call before we move over to other transfers. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
This is Large.
Okay, large heart. What is your contribution? Can you speak up, please?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I can
Yeah,
hear you
yeah.
now. Yes.
Yeah, I believe this transfer is not due to, smart working as usual.
Yes.
Man City has been the only side doing
Oh,
Yes,
you know.
last but
For someone,
yeah.
I say we take talk of Man U.
this. But then, can you hear me?
Yes, I
Yes.
can hear you. Yes.
It's just like what some fans are saying. And I'm tempted to go with them. Just don't know what they want.
Thank you.
You want Ganacho. You want Victor Osimhen. You want Gyökeres. In fact, you want all the best players in the world. Then tomorrow now you go and build a tent for them to be camping. I don't know what is wrong with this thing. Why not manage what you have so that you can blend that thing very well? Tomorrow now they will be coming up with the excuse that Arsenal have been together with 6 for 6 years, and we have just started. Why would you be starting? The problem is that you don't tend to, compliment your players. You sign this one, you give it out on loan, or you sell it, tomorrow you sign another one, then it becomes a continuous process. It's wrong. Look at that scenario they were supposed to be doing panic buying. They are not doing. Because they need to be careful on the kind of business they are doing. Okay, look at now Man U. Man U must sell to buy.
Yes.
but at least Arsenal don't need to sell to buy. That is how careful you should be. Look at Liverpool. So some teams don't just know how to splash the card. They just believe we have the money, we have the money, we have the money. Thank you for having me, Joe.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, the other transfers for Chelsea, Viega is going to be leaving Chelsea. And Chilwell is subject to transfer. Chilwell is another player that is on Chelsea transfer list, but no, that guy just use anchor, stay for Chelsea, they drop money.
If not you,
If I don't come out and
Go here.
I go with
that are not concerned. Viega own a good news for me.
good. Yeah, Viega is a good player.
Now,
He
good
needs to
news.
play.
But we are can't get problem now. We say that guy they play center half, fullback, and defensive midfield.
He is a utility player. I like him.
Now
That's another thing.
my problem now for this game now. If Caicedo no day, Lavia no day, who
Thank
go dey?
you. That's the thing. This is why I say that Chelsea have.
If you think you are a good player,
Yeah.
you will not be waiting till two players get injured
No,
before
you
play.
won't be
No,
waiting.
you won't be
but
waiting.
you who go play you? Not be manager go play you.
You won't be
Manager
waiting.
na him go play you. Now you
won't-
not go put yourself
see,
for game.
let's say you won't be waiting, but this guy, I think last season under Poch, he came good for them. Mo no lie, Lavia came, Viega came good for them when Poch was there. Even though it was his first season or so, he struggled a little, but he came good. Now, if you look at the way the guy has been playing this season, anytime when he starts match, you expect him to do something wonderful out of this world in midfield.
But let's see what happens when he's going to complete that transfer away from Chelsea. Let's look at what Chelsea is going to be doing. They brought in, they cancelled the loan for Chalobah, so he's
Yes.
back at Chelsea. Played his first game last weekend. Let's see what is going to happen with Chelsea. For Arsenal, no incoming for now, even though there are rumors here and there, but no incoming for Liverpool. We don't need to talk about Liverpool. Liverpool stingy die. They know they buy players.
They won't buy,
They don't buy. So
they won't buy.
they are
but-
still not have bought any player this January. Manchester City has completed the signing of Mamouche. Mamouche has the number 7
Number
shirt.
7.
So he's probably going to play against Chelsea this weekend if he trains. If he trains with the squad this week, I think he's going to play at least from the bench. So let's see if he's going to probably change this Manchester City
God,
team.
let me drag your mind back. Though they did not have Mamouche last night, they still won their game 2-0.
Yes, they won their game 2-0. Okay, let's see what happens with all these transfer rumors flying everywhere. For Arsenal, Zinchenko might leave this January, but I don't think he's going to leave. He's going to finish this season with Arsenal. So rumors everywhere, and let's see who is going to be completing their transfer. For Walker is now in AC Milan now. He's going to complete that deal maybe today, tomorrow. He's going to complete that loan with option to buy with AC Milan this January. Okay, thank you for joining us. Let's finish with our YouTube. Remember, guys, you can join us every day on YouTube at Volt FM Sports. And let me finish with this last comment. Solomon, welcome to the show. He said, more than one finished me yesterday, and I didn't see any game to watch, but took the punishment of watching Manchester United match. Okay, let's see. Manchester United will improve. Hopefully, they will improve. Thank you for joining us on today's show. Thank you. Tomorrow, we are talking about the Premier League. Remember, Manchester City and Chelsea are playing tomorrow. So tomorrow we are going to be discussing that extensively on this show. And you give us your own prediction on what you think will happen in that game. That game is happening tomorrow, Saturday. We'll come tomorrow and discuss it. 8 a.m. sharp. We are live here at Volt FM Sports. Thank you for joining us. My name is Godwin, and have a wonderful weekend. Thank God it's Friday.
Enugu, and welcome to Volt 104.3 FM.